It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 go!
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
We'll move to our next question from David Caravello, NASCAR.com.
Hey, Jimmy, when you look at what's happened during this chase so far, in the cases of Kyle and Carl at least, so much of it's been mechanically related in terms of issues they've had. And you've been fortunate enough not to have a whole lot of that. And when it has happened, it hasn't really been catastrophic. And I wonder, what kind of systems and processes do you guys have in place that sort of is able to keep that stuff from happening? Is this luck, or is this, the guys back at the shop you always hear about, their work paying off on Sunday?
Well, there's no doubt we work really hard to make sure that we don't have problems. I think each guy that works on the race team, they've been working and racing for a long time, and Hendrick Motorsports has been around for a long time, so there are a lot of systems in place to prevent problems. With that said, we still have our fair share of problems, and things do go wrong. And that's why I'm trying not to get too attached to where we are on the points right now. Anything can happen. There's so many moving components on a race car. There's 42 other guys on track with their luck and what's going on with their cars, and a blown tire, somebody blowing an engine in front of you and oil being down and you crash. There's so many variables out there that all I can do is worry about what I do in that car and what my team does. And I feel very confident in what I do and what my team does, and I'm finding kind of peace in that. And I'm just letting the rest of it fall into place. So far it's been going well, but we just have no clue what these next 5 races are going to have for us, and we'll just show up and give 100%. Hopefully it works out how we want.
We'll take our next question from Aaron McFarling, Roanoke Times.
Hey, Jimmy, there's athletes in all sports that some do well under pressure, others kind of fade in the spotlight. You certainly seem to be one who enjoys the pressure and thrives in it. Do you have any theories on why that is, why you're so good, or historically you've been good in these types of situations? And is that something that's kind of maybe happened recently with you, or is it something you developed, or was it something that you kind of always had? You've always kind of enjoyed the pressure situations?
I've just done well in pressure situations through my career. To be honest with you, a large part of my career was a pressure situation and just trying to establish myself and have a job the following year. It's tough coming from the off-road industry to make it to this level. Sponsorship isn't easy from time to time. Being with the right team owners, I've had a lot of stressful situations throughout my career, and I guess I've somehow adapted to the pressure and do a decent job with it. And I still think I can be better. I still think my team can be better. But we've done a very good job over the last few years, and we're hopeful that the experience over the last few years will make us stronger and better yet for this year, and we'll be able to deal with it.
We'll take our next question from David Newton, ESPN.com.
Yeah, Jimmy, I was talking to some of your crew members, and they were talking about how bad your team was, or you were, on the first time you went to Martinsville. Now it's one of your better tracks. Is that yet another example of how this team seems to thrive on challenges?
I think so. I should say, absolutely was terrible at Martinsville the first time there. I knew the equipment was good. Jeff was winning there and won there when we were running so bad. So a lot of it really had to do with me learning the track and understanding it. And I think my background did help me. It's not a standard racetrack. It is a quirky little place. And once I figured out the rhythm to it, things started to click, and I could give good information to Chad so he could work on the setup. Our first time there, even the test session we had before that, I was creating so many handling problems with the car because of how I was driving it that you couldn't adjust to it. So I'm thankful that I had Jeff to lean on, and at the time Chad had Robbie Loomis to lean on, and those guys helped us find our footing. And then from there we've kind of gone off on our own and have found setups that we really like there and have made the most of it. But we do a decent job of setting a challenge in front of us and trying to accomplish that. This year I kind of failed in that department. I wanted to win it at Bristol and win at Sonoma or on a road course, and we didn't do that. So we don't knock down every mark we set up there for ourselves, but you know, it doesn't mean we're not trying hard, and we're not going to stop working for it.
We'll move to our next question from Nate Ryan, USA Today.
Yeah, Jimmy, after his win on Saturday, Jeff Burton was saying that while he'd prefer to be in the lead, he didn't necessarily seem to mind being out of the lead and being the guy trying to chase you down. I think you said something similar in the first chase 4 years ago, that the points lead almost could seem a burden at times. Where you are right now, in the lead at the halfway point with several good tracks coming up, do you still hold that view a little bit, or is there no downside to being in the points lead right now?
You know, that's a good point. I in the past have really felt that, and there's a lot of media attention and a lot of pressure that comes with leading the championship. This year, though, I feel myself and this team is much stronger than we've been in the past, and we are really enjoying being in this position as the leader, and we have a lot of confidence in our equipment and feel that we can all do our jobs at 100% and perform and win this championship. We can't control luck, and we're not worried about crazy things and stressing out on things we can't control. And I think the reason we're here and dealing with this so well is because of what we've gone through over the last really 4 or 5 years. So this is the first time I've been in this position, and you know, really feel confident about what we're doing, and you know, not as nervous as I've been in the past. I do remember making those comments, but where I am today, 5 races into this thing, leading the points, I'm glad to be in the lead. I want to be here, and you know, want to stretch it out if I can.